Hello, everybody. So, welcome, first of all, to the webinar, the DBA webinar at Excelia today. So, I know that many of you are joining with us from all around the world. So, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening for everybody who are joining us in this session. In this session, I will be with the head of the DBA program at Excelia, Dr. Karim Ben Sliman. And he will be explaining to you a bit about the program and about Excelia in general. So I guess I will leave the floor to Dr. Karim Ben Sliman. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me. So, hello everyone, and happy New Year. In the French tradition, so we say Happy New Year so to the end of January. So we still have 2 weeks left, to send you our best wishes for the new year. So my name is Karim Bessiman. I'm a professor of strategy and entrepreneurship. I'm the head of the DBA program. So today I will introduce you our DBA program, and I will be also very happy to take questions and to answer to all your queries. So before diving into our subject, which is the DBA program, let me first introduce you Excelia. Excelia is a leading educating group in CSR and environmental transition. Okay, so we have a strong commitment in CSR. This is part of our DNA. We put CSR everywhere in our teaching, in our research, because we think and we believe that this is our role in the society to have an impact and to be so the school that will equip managers and students with the tools to make a better world for everyone. So some facts and numbers about Excelia. We have more than 6,000 students over, in 4 campuses: La Rochelle, the seaside, the western coast in France, Paris, Tours, and Orléans. Have around 210 academic partners all over the world or accredited. So it's a very reputation so good with schools and universities with a very good reputation, strong faculty with 100 professor with a PhD, dedicated, and committed, to research and high quality research, industry. So we have also a very good network ecosystem of businesses and industrial partners. Um, Excelia is part of the 1% Triple Crown Business School in the world. Okay, we have the three major and most important accreditation, which is the Triple Crown, EQUIS, which is the European EFMD one, SASB, the American standard, and the most known one, and the EMBA for the Master in Management. So having those three quality labels make us part of the 1% best business school in the world. In terms of ranking, because how to signal the quality of the school, you have labels, but also you have ranking, and we are in the top 10 French business school. We are now eighth, so business school according to the last ranking by the most important and reputed French ranking, and we are very proud of that. We are now 30th in the Financial Times ranking of the Master in Management. Um, the DBA. So let's now go to the point. So the DBA. So the DBA is a 3 years doctoral program. Okay, it is and offers a doctoral degree. Okay, the DBA will be within the scope of accreditation, which means that it will be SASB and SASB recognized. Okay, um, uh, it will be given in hybrid mode, synchronous and online, which is we think is very convenient to managers, to have good balance between between their workload and their commitment in the DBA. Who is aimed at? So who can join the DBA program? So reflective managers, so who are looking for meanings, for developing fresh knowledge, who probably those who are convinced that they may translate their own experience into new fresh knowledge, probably also managers who are not satisfied with the one size fits all recipes. I think that probably that the way they manage, the way they think of the business environment, so does not really match with all the recipes that are diffusing, and they are brought to the market by consultants and by also the big universities that are based in the US or based in the Western countries, and they with no connection with their context. Uh, Also, what is important is that academic research often they lag behind, the real transformation of business environment, and managers are are in a better position, to spot those changes and also to reflect about them, and to build new knowledge about those transformation. Often, academics um, they take their time, they wait, and so if we want something that is fresh, something that is in the right, it is timely, I think probably so DBA is the best way to do that. Okay. Um, so the DBA, so we aim at training managers, okay, to academic research, because we believe that that managers need to be equipped with methods, with the critical thinking, with research methods that are rigorous, and familiarized with academic writing in order to translate, to transform their experience, their local knowledge, into something that may be diffused, for in other contexts. Okay, and why we need that? Because today, as you probably know, so the business environment is becoming more and more complex. Okay, we have many uncertainties. Technology is a source of uncertainty. Environment and climate change so brings also a lot of uncertainty. Demography is uncertainty. Um, um, Even a democracy now offers a lot of uncertainty, and we used to live in a world where we had a lot of taken for granted assumptions, okay, and we know we this is something that we may be certain of, that now nothing is certain, and everything is changing, and everything is complex. So that's why managers, in addition to their capabilities, competencies of being a good manager, they have also to develop new competencies. And we think, and we believe that academic research may bring this block of competencies that probably managers still lack today. Okay, so our DBA program so aims at equip you with critical thinking, with to train you to use rigorous research method. This is and methods rigor, make the difference between science and something that is not science. Okay, um, and something is important. Writing, academic writing has its own rules, own norms, its own styles, and also of course the diffusion of knowledge is very important. If you want to have an impact on the business environment, your knowledge is written and which is have been approved from academic standard have to be diffused. You diffuse either through articles in journals, in academic journals, or professional journals, in books. Okay, so this also is part of the training. Okay, so uh, our DBA program so will last 3 years. Language English. All the teaching will be given in English. We have two intakes. March and September. So the next intake will be March 25. Our teaching methods, they are so mainly online synchronous, which means that we don't offer pre-recorded content. Okay, so all our courses will be synchronous, mean that it's like the situation that we have now. So you have a professors who will give their lectures, so with interaction, and if you join our DBA program, you would attend to the class, and you will have also all the tools to ask a question, and we make our class very interactive. Okay, you have also the possibility to come to visit us on our campus in Paris twice a year. Okay, we offer two opportunities of hybrid classes. Okay, which means that if you are interested in 100% online the program, so Excelia, the DBA by Excelia is made for you. But also, if you look to something that is balanced between online and on-site and in-person attendance, also the DBA by Excelia is made for you. Okay, so here is kind of in a nutshell, so the curriculum. So the year one is the coursework. We have 8 lecture. So half of them are about research method, half are about the most important theory, the theoretical lenses that any researcher they have must know. So seminal works in strategy, seminal papers and work in innovation and entrepreneurship, seminal papers and works in theory in leadership, and also financial and extra financial performance. In all our lectures, we put CSR and climate change and environmental transition as our focus. Okay, of course, part of the training in the DBA is theory, but also methods. We will train you to qualitative research method, quantitative research methods, how to collect data, how to analyze the data, and how make the data speak up. Okay, research is not about giving your own opinion. Research is not by giving your thoughts or what you believe. Research is collecting data and making data speak up. Okay, in this process of collecting data, analyzing data, and making data speak up, either numbers, hypothesis, or a qualitative, by making interviews, analyzing words, because words makes reality, makes data. They translate the way we perceive and the way we think of the business problems. And this we have methods, also softwares, and this is part of the training we introduce you all to these methods. So once you complete, you complete the first year, so you will be awarded a certificate of research in business and management. Okay, this is something that with the stamp SCSB and everything. And then we will start the second part of the debate, which is writing up the DBA thesis. Okay, so part of our philosophy is that I don't ask the DB applicants to submit research or proposal before they get enrolled in the application process. Okay, this is not because I am lazy or because I'm looking for lazy people. No, because I believe that so research needs time. It's kind of you know uh, and research is have to topics, they have to be nurtured by social interactions between the DBA candidate and the professor. So that's why I invite my DBA candidate to have research interest. Okay, your background is in finance. Okay, so let's be interested in finance. Your background is innovation, technology. Okay, let's be interested in what is happening in technology, in IT, other stuff, and then open your mind, okay, to to theories. Um, Start triggers or debates between the faculty members of the DBA. So try to through the reading that you have to do, try to open your mind to what is happening, and then after 1 year, which is like good wine, you give time to maturation, and then so come up with research program, with come up with research proposal. Okay, once you complete so the first year, you send me a research so proposal, and I we will train you how to write up a good research proposal, and then so we find the right supervisor that will match your topic. Okay, and then we start the second journey, which is writing up the DBA that will happen years 2 and 3. So during the year 2 and 3, you will have two interactions. The most important one is with your supervisor. Okay, so each DBA candidate will have a supervisor. Okay, then a second interaction would be collective interaction. Okay, so you'll be gathered so 4 times a year in kind of workshops, and you'll gather all the DBA candidates will join at a hybrid mode also, and they present their research progress and research advancement. And why? Because so this is very important, because one way to learn about research is also to listen to the research that is presented by colleagues, and by researchers, and also it is a way to have ideas, to reflect also on your own topic. Okay, once the draft is approved by the researcher, by the supervisor, by the head of the DBA program, then we will organize the DBA defense, and we become officially a doctor in business administration. So thesis development and the supervision, quarterly workshops, so research progress, two mandatory presentation peer review. So you attend 4 workshops, but you have to present twice, okay, every year. So if you want to know more about our DBA, so please visit our DBA website, and feel free to write to drop an email to me. So this is my email address, or to the DBA excelia and Agong will be very happy to answer to all your questions. Thank you very much for your attention, and it was a pleasure to be here with you today.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Karim Ben Sliman, for a very brief but very succinct presentation of the DBA at Excelia. And I think I will leave the floor to the public, to the audience who are looking us at this session right now, if they have any questions based on your presentation. Let me give it a check. We do have an interesting question, Dr. Karim Ben Sliman, in regards to the program itself. So there is a student who is asking about the workload of the program. If you can tell them more about the commitment in terms of number of hours per week they need to engage in this DBA program at Excelia.
Okay, so thank you. Good. So that's a very good question. So, now from I think that a good DBA have a candidate have to commit at least 3 or 4 hours a week to the DBA. Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank
three
you very
four hours a week, of working, which is yeah, it's half a day a week.
Okay, I see. And in which there is a follow-up questions on that. How is the course organized? The courses are organized at Excelia, especially on the first year. If you can tell them a bit more approximately how it works in a DBA for 4 hours per week at Excelia.
So we'll have 2 sessions um, every month. Okay, the session will last 3 hours. Okay, and in order to prepare for each session, we'll have to do some homework, some reading. Okay, so which means that now, so the readings so would take 3 to 4 hours. Okay, because also it is a question of familiarity. So in the beginnings would be reading academic papers, so it would take time, because after that you have the experience curve, and then you have to attend so the next week to the lecture, which lasts 3 hours probably, and then you can dedicate so 1 hour to make a kind of summary, or kind of to write one page, what was the takeaway message so behind each session. So that's why 4 hours a week, so is the time that you have to dedicate to the DBA.
Okay, perfect. Let me see again across our platforms if we have some question. Oh yeah, there is this question. The student is asking about if Excelia at DBA at Excelia is seeking for a specific profile in order to be eligible to apply. If you can tell the students about that in terms of work experiences,
Yeah.
minimum work experiences, and yeah.
Wow, that's a very good question. So, if you plan to join us and to apply, so the requirement is very simple. So, you need to have a master degree, okay? But in any kind of field, say, so medical, law, engineering, so business, okay, and 5 years of experience, minimum. So, master degree and 5 years of a professional experience. So this is the requirements.
Okay. Thank you. And oh yeah, there's this student who is asking about the application procedure for the DBA program. So maybe if you don't mind, Dr. Karim Ben Sliman, I'll
Yeah,
take over
sure,
on this regarding this question.
sure.
So normally, if applicants you are fulfilling all the pre-required eligibility that has been mentioned by Dr. Karim Ben Sliman in terms of your work experiences, normally you can apply directly to our website, to our platform in our website. We need a CV, motivation letter, and as well your last academic credentials, transcripts, diploma. As soon as you have validated your application at Excelia, we will arrange an interview, face-to-face interview with Dr. Karim Ben Sliman, which, if I'm not mistaken, is around 30 minutes. This interview is really to understand more about your professional project, academic aspirations, and your whole motivation in terms of joining Excelia for the DBA program. And afterwards, that's it. I don't know if there are any other questions by any chance in the chat. I don't think so. So I think, Dr. Karim Ben Sliman, we can stop this session right here. So I would like to thank everybody, the viewers who are looking at us from all around the world today. If you have other questions, feel free to reach us directly through dba at excelia-group.com. You can connect with me or directly with Dr. Karim Ben Sliman, who was generous enough to give his direct email through the presentation. Well, anyway, thank you very much for everybody, and I wish you have a great day ahead and have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.